What is renewable term insurance? It is just like a term insurance, which means it has a fixed duration on how much it is covered for, but at the end of that duration, you have the right to renew it for another period of time. And that's the meaning of renewable term insurance. If you're unsure about how long your liabilities or commitments are for, buying a renewable term insurance allows you the flexibility to continue renewing it for another period of time while you're covered. So you're not having to go through the whole process of getting yourself another insurance policy, but it allows you to just keep renewing it till you have those liabilities and commitments. And that's, if you're one of those, you probably need one. As soon as you have an income that someone is dependent on, or you have a liability, or you have a family that has commitments on, any of these three scenarios, you should be looking at getting a renewable term insurance product for yourself. Well, there are three potential sources. Number one, you can buy it from an insurance company. Number two, you can buy it from an insurance agent of that company. Or number three, you could buy it from an independent financial advisor who could also provide you the options on the renewable term product. Number one, if you have someone who is dependent on you. Number two, if you have a liability that has got a duration but you're not sure of that duration. And number three, you have a commitment but you're not sure of how long that commitment is, buying a renewable term insurance might make sense for you. Because a renewable term insurance, just like the name suggests, allows you to renew a term insurance for another period of time. So it keeps your costs low and allows you to keep being protected against commitments and liabilities that you have taken on yourself. Well, there are three ways of buying it. Number one, you can buy it directly from an insurance company. Number two, you can buy it from an insurance agent of an insurance company, or you can buy it from an independent financial advisor. These are the three primary ways of getting a renewable term insurance. One of the biggest advantages is you have the option to renew. The other advantage is it's cheap as compared to another permanent insurance. And the third biggest advantage is it allows you to choose your level of coverage, which means, let's say I've got a liability which is supposed to be with me for, let's say, 10 years, but I'm not sure whether after 10 years I will continue to have that liability. A renewable term insurance gives you the flexibility to renew it as long as you have a liability. So that's one of the biggest advantages of renewable term insurance. Number one, there might be certain criteria to fulfill before you can actually renew the term. So they might require a medical test to confirm you're still healthy to continue renewing it. The second biggest disadvantage of renewable term insurance is there might also be a clause on how many times you can renew it. So let's say you buy a term insurance for 10 years. They might limit it that you can only renew it for another 10 more years. So find out what are the terms and conditions to these contracts, because there will be conditions under which it can be renewed and cannot be renewed. Be aware of those conditions. That is one of the biggest disadvantages. So speak to a financial advisor today to get clarity on what are the terms and conditions of renewable term insurance.